But what happened, Coach?
Hey, Joe. Honestly, the fight wasn't that entertaining, but I still thought he was winning the rounds because he boxed him good. Okay, he wasn't trying to get in a physical toe-to-toe firefight with this guy. He was using a lot of movement, working a lot of feints, working that jab, the combinations and everything, counters, roll counters, just making. He played his safety first a lot. Okay, now that pretty much cost him the fight. He was hiding behind his jab too much. He should have let the combinations go a little bit more. Okay, be a little bit more consistent with his punch output between rounds, working off that jab, working off angles. Okay, but that's pretty much why it cost him the fight, Joe. Even though I thought he still won the fight, just doing little as he did. You know what I mean? But you got to put your combinations together, man. And once you got your jab established, let your hands go, man. The fuck? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If you're worried about the guy countering, then, mix some feints in there, okay, to freeze him, then get off, okay? Or when you're going to counter with combinations, 2, 3, 4 shots instead of one shot. And, just don't hide behind your jab. And that's another reason why, I think the judges felt the other guy was the more assertive guy, the more aggressive guy, the guy that was in more control. You're taking the fight to Foster.
Robson. Yeah.
Yeah, Robson was taking the fight to Foster. But I still thought he won the fight, just because, what did they say? 80% of 80% of judging is clean, effective shots landed. And I thought what's his name was landing the cleaner shots. Now, the other guy was pressing the action. Okay, you could see he was pressing the action, and I thought, honestly, Joe, I thought there were the two judges they gave for him were Mexican judges because that's the only criteria they judge. How they judge pressing the action, throwing a lot of punches. Even if they don't land, they still give you the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? So, but he did get I thought he got shafted, but looking back at it, Joe, I'm just thinking about this now. He should have been more assertive in his putting his combinations together more consistent, hitting this guy. He would have hit this guy. This guy was right there to get hit.
Yep.
Shit. But anyway, yeah.
Yep. It became a balancing act for the judges at ringside, and there were a lot of really difficult rounds to score. Do you give the round to the guy who's forcing the action overwhelmingly, the more work, or the guy who's landing the cleaner, more effective shots, but it's by a very wide margin? So how do you score some of those rounds? Now, most of the swing rounds I saw happened within the first half of the fight. The second half of the fight, Coach Gogue, did it look to me like O'Shaquie Foster clearly won those rounds in the second half, and that's what made it very difficult, I think. Your thoughts on that, sir?
I thought he won a lot of the first half of the fight. I thought he won a lot in the second half of the fight. I thought he won in the majority. You know what I mean? I just thought he was boxing. Last round he lost. I thought he took his foot off the pedal, and the guy outworked him, and the guy hit him with I think more cleaner shots, and that was the deciding factor. Because if Robson Constantine lost that last round, it would have been a draw on one of the scorecards. You know what I mean? Because one of them was 115, 113. So
yes,
that
sir.
That last round won them the fight. But anyway, you know what I mean? You got two fighters that nobody gives a shit that can't sell tickets. So oh well, that's their problem, not mine.